Ladies and gentlemen, it is your lovely host here once again. It is TMRI. Now, have you seen the very first video of the day? Probably not. Go check it out. What are you waiting for? Stop the flipping video and watch the very first video of the day. Sorry about that. So follow me on TikTok, Instagram, Twitch, Twitter, and my Facebook page. It's called The Rara Show. All the information will be down below. Like, subscribe, leave a comment, hit the notification, hit the subscribe. You know, at Mumbo Jumbo. Now it is time once again to discuss wrestling news, wrestling topics, and a lot of awesome information to discuss for you. Now, if you like, sit back, relax, put your feet up, grab some meat, grab some to drink. Now, if you don't do that, maybe you want to like a villain and hear my thoughts, my opinions on this subject, and of course, the article will be down below, or the link will be down below. Let's rock and roll. Okay, this is for all the AEW fans out there on social media. Kenny Omega. Do you remember a couple years ago? He denied now signing with the WWE. That's good for him because can you just imagine if he did work for WWE? They will butcher his character because you know why? That is not McMahon's creation. So he decided to work for somewhere else, and that is AEW. So that is WWE's loss, and that is AEW's gain. Now, I don't know if this will ever happen. Probably will never happen. Kenny Omega is open. Sorry. I totally botched this. AEW has made it clear that they are ready to work with any professional wrestling promotion, and they, including WWE, they could be having a partnership with New Japan Pro Wrestling in the future, but it seems that WWE has shown no interest in the company. Wow. Why not? I remember back in the day, McMahon went out, and I think he made a phone call to Paul Heyman to ECW. This is when the ECW invaded the WF on Raw. This is the original ECW invasion. That was classic. So I guess other wrestling promotions are very interesting to work with AEW, but not WWE. Wow, WWE. If I was WWE, take this kind of opportunity. This might help your show, your company, or may not. Take a risk, McMahon. Nothing. What could go wrong? Your viewership has been poorly for a while, so I think AEW and WWE needs to work together. I know it will never happen because WWE has no interest to do that. If you want to boost up the ratings, have a good invasion angle, better than they did it leading up to Survivor Series, because if you think about it, leading up to Survivor Series last year, it's one big company. So why even have the kind of invasion angle? Invasion angle like they did it back in 01. I know it's not like the top stars, but at least it's something. But overall, it was a total train wreck. If they had like Sting, Kevin Nash, got Hall, Goldberg right away at the get-go, then it might be a different story. But they have always mid-carders, or in your sake, jobbers. So this will never happen. AEW will never work for WWE, together, or WWE will never work for together AEW. It will never happen. Never, never, never. I guess Kenny Omega wants to work with other wrestling promotions. Maybe like do a invasion angle or something like that to help out both wrestling companies. But from this article, I don't know if it's really legit or not. It might be bogus. That WWE has no interesting to do this, and I think they should pull the trigger. This would be the hottest thing if they did this. Invasion angle with live audience, people will go crazy. Can you just imagine Kenny Omega on Raw, Cody Rhodes on Raw for the first time in a long time? It will never happen. Probably that's why McMahon don't want to do it, because Cody Rhodes is over there now. So probably that's just my wild guess. This could be a great thing for both companies, or it could be a huge train wreck. We will never know. So I think WWE needs to take more risks. They do. Because if you think about it, it's the same stuff on Raw, same stuff on SmackDown. And then tomorrow night is the 30th anniversary of The Taker. It's going to be a very special moment for him. Hopefully, they don't leave it to a match, him and Bray Wyatt, or aka The Fiend. I think that'd be kind of stupid. Enough is enough for Taker. Just let him go, walk out, walk into the sunset, however you say that. So, that wraps it up. I want your honest opinion on this. I know this could be a fake, not legit article, but I still want to discuss this. So have a good one, and enjoy the rest of your Saturday, and I'll be back tomorrow. Deuces, and you guys and girls take care of yourself.